who are saying that Nigeria should not be divided are the very reason why Nigeria wants to be divided. The very reason why most of us want to go is because of the same northerners that don't want Nigeria to break. We have a situation where you will not allow Christians to become vice chancellors of universities enough. Lower cutoff marks to students from north, but decide that we from the south must score very high. It is this same north to say that certain people, because of their religion and because of their tribe, can never be present, and yet you want us to be one. Nigeria is not good for everyone. The hatred, the bias, the dislike, you cannot allow churches to survive. You cannot allow Christians to survive. You cannot allow non-northerners to survive. Allow your children to go to school, you say no. You want to preserve Almajiri. Allow us to live well, where we keep animals where they belong. You say no, we and cows must live together. Malami, who is claimed to sponsor terrorists, came down from an airport and people are hailing him. He's coming down majestically as James Bond. How does knowing the Quran from begin to end produce aeroplane or manufacture basic necessities that produce life? In the South, we promote competition, progress, evolvement and development above religion. We cannot live together. You say your religion is number one, but you don't tolerate my ogogoro. I bring your ogogoro to your place, you break it. You bring my cow to your place, I tolerate it.
The highest level, with the consideration of declaring the Sokoto Caliphate an international terror organization.
Yeah! We can't be deceiving ourselves. We can't be lying to ourselves that we are one Nigeria on paper, but in practicality we are not. The fact is we're divided across ideologies. There are three dominant ideologies in Nigeria as a country, which is not new, which is not strange to what you find in other countries as well. And I equally feel that the government will do more justice to this in order for we to have the full manifestation of these ideologies. And what can the government do? The fact is, I still stand and insist that please, President Tinubu, help us with regional system of government. Because by the time you help us with regional system of government, one of the conversations we're not having is the fact that there will now be full-blown manifestation of these ideologies. Not a situation where we claim to be one Nigeria on paper, but in reality we are not. And forget, these ideologies we are talking about is not something that will change over time. It's not something I see it changing very soon. I'm telling you, beginning to feel it's impossible for these ideologies to change. What is the regional system of government going to bring? Just like I said, the full-blown manifestation of these ideologies. Let's have a situation, because let's look at it. The regions are going to be formed according to ideologies, right? And the ideologies will equally inform the policies and the laws of that region to some certain extent. So when you look at it now, when you decide to have the North as a region on its own, the North will make policies and laws according to its ideologies, and nobody will fight that. That is to say, if an Igbo man now decide to go to the North to do business, you will know that he's coming to a different region, and this region now, possibly they feel say, they know they sell alcohol here, they know they do other things they feel like doing, so he will not be hot. Anybody that is preparing, any Igbo man that is preparing to go to that region now will prepare his mind. And there will not be anything like one Nigeria, they are cheating me, they are treating me bad. And at the same time, any person that is equally traveling to from the north to the east, you equally know that possibly they will make laws like we don't allow things like open grazing here. Open grazing is not our thing. You cannot dress tattered. We don't allow babambola here. And at the same time, possibly even some laws in regards, possibly they may decide to say in short, we don't, this is our own regional religion. Just like the North may equally do this is their own regional religion or whatever at the same time. And at the same time, the Yoruba man too, Well, the fact is, I just see basically when you divide these things across these regions, you get to see the manifestation of these regional ideologies, which is to that of the north now. Possibly we'll see the manifestation of something like maybe Afghanistan, Iraq, and possibly when you come to the Yorubas now, we'll now see the manifestation of like the United States, because it's a liberal region. It's accommodating and is founded on the principle of a Yoruba man first. On the part of the Igbo man again, we may see the manifestation of maybe something like Israel, because let's tell ourselves the truth. These are the representation of these ideologies to me, and as such, anybody, just like I said, moving to these regions will know this is what to expect. Unlike the Nigeria you have now, that when you say, when something happens, you say, but you say we are one Nigeria and you are doing this, and one Nigeria doesn't allow that. If any other region decide to say, okay, like anybody that blaspheme is normal to unalive him, fine. You should know that when you're going to these regions, you don't blaspheme or you don't do that. Though the fact is the government could have done something in curtailing this, but the fact is, let's tell ourselves the truth, the government is overwhelmed. That is just the fact. And when people come out now to make such videos, a lot of people take hot feelings and say, oh, he's talking about our region, oh, he doesn't like us or whatever. That is just the basic truth. Though in so doing again, there are regions that, there are other ideologies that are silent. That is like regards this, the minority in the north. The government will have to do that as well. I possibly feel there is need for creation of possibly the middle belt, because the middle belt cannot be fully affiliated or represented as being representing what the far north ideology stands for. That is the fact. And when you come to the east and the south now, there seems to be a little bit of problem as well. Though the fact is, I believe those problems are workable, but if they are not workable, give them their own regions too. So possibly you have the east manifesting as Israel, and maybe you may have some other parts manifesting as Colombia. I no talk name now, you know who they manifest as Colombia. But in as much as it sounds like a joke, that is the reality. Let's tell ourselves the truth. We are only one Nigeria on paper. Regional system of government will address that. Me, my side, you go say, we know the real cow. You cannot bring your cow and be walking around here. Me, my side, religion, it doesn't matter how you do, everybody must be respected. That is just me, in my own side, my own religion. This is the only religion recognized, and this is the law we are going to use in ensuring that that religion becomes the regional ideology. Fine. Everybody have his peace, and anybody that is not okay with whatever the region he is stands for, can actually migrate to other regions and do business wherever he feels like doing it. What is the big deal there? Let's not be deceiving ourselves and be telling ourselves we're one Nigeria. At the end of the day, things are just getting bad. That is just it. I don't sit on the fence.
Mr. Father, haven't listened to the man aside the Kobo, of course, your blood brother, saying that if the North feel that they cannot allow Lagos State have gold processing company because the raw material is from the North, that Kaduna refinery that refines petroleum products, where petroleum crude is from the southern part of the country, particularly from the Niger Delta area, that they should give up that refinery. Let me get your view.
If you come in this very issue of gold processing company or gold refinery, that the North said it should not be built in the West or in the South, precisely in Lagos State. You will see, as the Kobo may be right in this case, because this is not the first time. I remember fertilizer company, because the fertilizer raw material come from the crude oil also. Then the company was in, I think, Port Harcourt. Then the North took the office to North Abuja.
Is it because they saw raw material from the North?
Not raw material material is not from the north. Raw material is from the east.
So what is their brain behind taking
The brain behind it that they made it that so that they will feel hold the monopoly of the raw cash coming out, because before you buy that fertilizer, you will go to Abuja, pay your money, do everything in Abuja before you come to and carry paper from Abuja come to Port Harcourt to purchase. Always have monopoly, or like that whatever goods should be in their place. But I want to ask a question. Why is it any good thing, if it's not in the north, it will be in the west? What of the east? Are they not part of Nigeria?
We shall come to that, but let us look at the justification behind what is coming from Aside Kobo. Is Aside Kobo right? Let us know.
Aside Kobo is right.
Why do you think it's right?
It's right because you drain the oil from the eastern part of Nigeria. Today are struggling to be Biafra. You drain their oil, then there's no refinery there. You took the refinery to north and build it in the north. Lay pipeline from the east down to north. You build the refinery there. And drilling their oil down there, holding the whole office, holding everything there. And these people in their land, the oil is polluting their land. They don't have good water to drink. No farmland for them. No fish for them. Anything that comes out of water, they lose it. They don't have fresh water to drink.
But if I may jump in here, by the time you say there is no refinery in the east, some people argue that you have two refineries in Port Harcourt, and that Port Harcourt is part of the old eastern region. What is your position on that?
Now, are they working? Are they working? Tell me the one is working. Even the wharf we have wharf in Sapele, we have wharf in Port Harcourt, we have wharf in Akwa Ibom and Cross River. Are they functioning? Only Lagos. All over Nigeria. You have Tikan Island wharf, you have Apapa wharf. Only them are functioning. Eh? You see, this type of system has become a system of, I don't know how to describe it. A region will be producing, another region will be eating. Now, it came for the turn of north. They said they don't like it. Why shouldn't you like it? What you did to others, you said is good. Let others do it to you. After all, north is the not only one that have gold. The Lagos themselves have gold. If they build that processing company in Lagos, yeah, is it only local gold that are going to be processed? But that's gold in the Ife. They are mining illegally, as they are mining not one illegally. That's number one. Oh, in all this thing, as a people, the how we supposed to cry is crying, it's not crying in the way. As a people could have said, this is the turn of the Easterners.
But with what you have said, if I may ask, is it not fighting for the whole South or fighting for the Igbos? Or how do you
as a people is not fighting for the whole South.
Who is he fighting for? As
the government directly or indirectly is fighting for his own belly, to fight for from Mr. President, because President is from the West.
No, he's even questioning if the Dangote refinery in Lagos, if the North should question somebody citing good processing company in Lagos because they have the raw material, that even citing Dangote refinery in Lagos, he's questioning it because according to him, that the raw material from the Niger Delta. So that's asking, is it not, does that not go to say that he's fighting for the East?
You see, this is what I'm saying. He's supposed to channel his crying or his grievances in the right way. You could start it. He's crying now when things are getting out of hand, when things are getting wrong. You see, that refinery. Why did not cry? Say they should bring it to North again. Because they know the raw material is from them. And they know the raw material is from them. You support Dangote to carry refinery to West. I support Dangote to carry refineries to West. You supposed to close your eye and the gold processing company still build in the West. Eh? If you allow Dangote to build refinery in the West, allow gold processing company to be in the West, or you bring it down to East to balance equation.
Okay, now let me even ask one question, because as it stands, Nigerians do not know actually the money that is coming from solid mineral, whether somebody is sitting on it or not. Because as it stands, if you look at what happened last year, crude contributed about 65% to our national earning, and that translated into about 53 trillion naira, whereas gold contributed about 0.7%, which is about 700 billion. But the question here is, Nigerians are saying that, even a senator said it recently, that foreign nationals like China come here, use bandits, Fulani bandits, to create space for themselves, illegally mine the solid mineral and cut away those same solid mineral using chopper. So as a southerner who come from the south where oil is feeding the whole country, how do you feel that there's conversation around the north not bringing the solid mineral to the Nigerian table?
Because North want to eat their cake, only them. North want to eat their cake, only them. They don't want alcohol, but alcohol that generated tax in the south, they will take that tax alcohol money and give to them as part of their federal allocation, and they will not reject it, but they don't want it in their place.
With what you just said, it means you supported federal government policy on tax reform that seek to allow places where revenue is being generated to have a larger share.
Yes.
Of the revenue. You support
now
it?
I support it. Now, bringing gold refinery down to south will make the imbalance of tax generation to balance at least halfway. At least halfway. But if you then insist and build the gold processing company in their place, all the whole tax, both the mining and the processing will be in their place, which they want it to be. They don't want to shift another person, but they want to eat the one from another person. Now, if you come, apart from crude oil, before advent of crude oil, gold was the most precious thing in the world that has the highest value in the world before crude oil come. And why crude oil? It seems that crude oil have taken upper hand in the price because every Dick and Tom and Harry use crude oil. If you don't use it in kerosene, you use it in gas, or use it in petroleum, you use it in grease, you use it even to tie road.
It's like a essential commodity.
Essential commodity. But after the crude, then gold is still there. Gold is the second commodity, precious commodity in the world today. And Nigerian gold, this gold you are saying, you are hearing in the north, was discovered in 1982. This time of Shagari, this was discovered. They seal it. They don't want anyone to touch it. If not, because they themselves, the traditional rulers, the emirs in the north, were started now, profiting to themselves. That's why the bandit and everything comes in the Nigeria. That's one of the things. Then China will come, Britain will come, they will come and mine it indirectly and took it away. Go to, I think, Dubai. You will see where Nigerian gold. That place is a hot cake. Nigerian gold. They will smuggle it out. Smuggle everything out. Now, not direct into federal purse. Even state purse, not direct into state purse. Into individual purse. Paying no tax. But if you build this processing company in Lagos here, you see that it will not be much illegal. It will be legal. So if China and the people are come and tapping the solid mineral resources illegally, now if that it will be caught, it's not be 100% in their hand again, and it will be 45-50 or 70-30. Federal government have the 30.
Okay.
Then people that are doing it illegally backyard, we have, let's say, 30. You see? So as the Kumo may be right for this one, but you could have said, let this thing be located in East, even if it's his own backyard. Let it be his own backyard, so that the balance equation.
Okay, I must say very thank you for your time.
Thank you.
This is a good place to let it go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a developing story. Hope to have you more next time on this.
Thank you very much. This is Lamida and I'm Mr. Man.